right. That's basically what this is, man. So, well, let me ask you this, man. How your day going so far, man? Your morning, just so far.
It's decent, man. I had woke up early and decided I was going to lay back down for a few minutes and overslept. So now I'm kind of rushing to get myself
Oh,
together to get out of here. So it's one of them type of mornings right now.
no, I hear you, man. And you as the saying goes, you don't want to have that rush spirit. You know what I'm saying? So if you
Right.
overslept, that basically means you at the right place at the right time. The Lord is just clearing up the road for you. You feel me? Making
Yes.
sure ain't nothing not there. You know what I'm saying? So you doing the right thing right now, bro. You getting yourself set up for success. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta rush. That it's gonna be there. Unless they got you on a time schedule, then it's like, damn, that's kind of crazy. But but
Oh yeah, the session's supposed to start at 12, and like I said, I got about a 40-minute ride.
uh-huh.
But it's all good. It's not as big. It's not a huge deal. This is like friends and family that I work with.
Okay. I like that because you pride yourself on your reputation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it probably feels like, I gotta be there because your reputation is you an on time person. You do things, you know what I'm saying, in an orderly fashion. So I can feel that, dog. You feel me? But yeah, man, we gonna and you say you going to the studio, like are you gonna be like recording yourself? Like are you gonna be recording or are you more so facilitating? You know what I'm saying? Like
No, I'm working on a song. I got a song that I'm going to work on.
dog, you staying busy, bro. I like the fact that you're consistent, but you're also relevant, bro. And some people they'll feel like, man, I'm getting overlooked. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and put this, wrap this up, man, and just put my pad and pen down. But you keep going, bro. You like resilient, bro.
Yeah, can't stop, bro. Can't. I've been doing this for too long, and it's actually more passion than anything. So it's just what I do.
Right. And I'm noticing that you're dropping videos now. You're actively, posting your music. What shifted for you? Did you see the trend of social media and you like, you know what? I'm not about to be no dinosaur, bro. I'm about to get on the trend. Or did you have like a person in your ear, like a mentor or something? Like what kind of got you like, you know what? I'm about to start, posting my music online and getting in that algorithm.
Actually, you hit the nail on the head with both of them. Just watching the trend, seeing what's going on, and was like, um, and then also I have a couple people that I've been talking to and working with, been saying the same thing, and they're just kind of giving me more of an idea of what direction I need to be going. So that's kind of what I'm leaning into. Uh, grew up in a different era than what's happening now. So like when I was coming up and doing this stuff, man, we didn't have social media not the way that it is today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like especially with the vertical stuff, the TikTok, Instagram reels and stuff like that. Like when I first got into doing this stuff, man, I was man. First got into doing it, people on my face.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
sir.
we could literally build, we could build a whole page. Exactly like your MySpace back in the day could be your your promo page, your every. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to have a custom made page, that had all my stuff on it. I had my music posted right there on the page and all of that stuff. Things kind of changed over the years, but one thing about it, the only thing constant is change. So you just got to learn to keep up with it.
Let me ask you this, man. You said the MySpace days. You know what I'm saying? Was you one of those guys that was selling CDs out the trunk, or did you ever get to that part in your career to where you had the physical copy of your product, or is that something that you're kind of like thinking, okay, boom, I'm about to go ahead and start pressing up CDs now. Like, did you have it back then, or do
Yeah, I
you?
definitely.
Okay, you did. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. I had the physical stop. I was back in the day, I was a Christian rapper, so a lot of my stuff, man, and believe it or not, and it's not a knock on anybody or anything, that market is so easy. Um, and like I said, back in the days, I was doing like Christian gospel music and stuff, so a lot of my market was churches. So I go, just call up a couple friends that have a program or they have it like that. Well, you know, thing have CDs and T-shirts and all this. And so again, the game has just kind of changed these days.
Yes, sir. But I mean, the cool part about it though, Ty Watcher, is the fact that it's there was a reset, and you know we're not the real people is not looking at the streams like they used to. They're looking at them physical sales now, man. They're getting back to the hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? You could go in the booth, you know, print a quality made song, and you could sell it directly to your followers now. You feel me? Like you could send
Yeah,
your follower your single for say two, three, $4, or your album for say 10, 15, $20. Even if you got an old album that you dropped already on streaming platforms, just to see if your audience really messing with you. My homie said, "Hey, they already spending their money on herbs anyway, bro. What's $5? You feel me? What's $10 to say, hey, support me? You feel me? And it's real deal out there again, man. Like for the past 8 years, I don't think people was going, I don't think people was doing the hand to hand sales, you know what I'm saying? But now with J. Cole, with what's his name? Oh my gosh. The dude from the Bay Area. Um Lil Russell, yeah, they seeing the Lil Russell, they seeing the Nipsey Hustle. Nowadays, people like, you know what? I can sell my music. You feel me?
yeah, yeah. Facts, no. And there's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
Everything goes in cycles. You know what I'm saying? So what you seen happen before will come around again. And a lot of times people just you take the nostalgia factor, and that's what you're looking at. Like one thing about streaming is it took away the physical,
Yes, it did.
and there's nothing like that moment. Like still remember the first time I bought a physical CD with my own money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like that. Like taking the first CD I ever bought with my own money, and dating myself this, but first CD I ever bought with my own money was Mr. Rhymes Genesis. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I remember, going to the store, having the money, you know what I'm saying, and like and deciding which album I wanted to get. Because that was the other thing too. Like if money wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't have the money, you weren't getting to it. You weren't able to just sign on to something and listen to all the different albums. You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? It was like, and so I remember what happened. Um my homeboy had got 50 cents Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, that was
I
my
got the
first
bust
album.
out.
That was my first album. That was my first album. The 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying, bro. It's crazy that you say that, but keep going, dog. Keep going.
Homeboy had got the 50 Cent the Get Rich or Die Trying. I got the Bust album. We listened to them, you know, and then after that, we swapped CDs.
Hey, hey, that's lit. That's lit. I never thought of that. Now that's a little bit. That's taking. Hey, I like that. Keep going. Keep going.
So yeah, but no, that's all I'm saying. It's like the times may have changed, but like I said, the physical copies, man, things things just change. You know what I'm saying? And like people you still want to have something to put into their hands, even if it's just for the fact of saying I was able to put something physical into your hands. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, remember that versus, telling them, oh yeah, you can sign my stuff on YouTube, on Apple Music, or, Spotify or whatever like that. Having a real physical copy, a CD, even if it's a USB drive, something that you got branded, something that, got your name on it, something that got your music on it, that hard copy, because what happens if the servers go down?
Mm, exactly. Or you don't got no Wi-Fi, bro. I was in a situation last week. I didn't have no Wi-Fi. Thank goodness I already pre-recorded like people's music, bro, and I was able to listen to music still because I had it downloaded. You know what I'm saying? Due to my screen records. But I'm like, yo, imagine if somebody gave me a flash drive with their music on it. Dude, I would have been set. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? With the flash drive, you can also put your music videos on it. So not
Right,
only is they getting music, like audio wise, but they getting your music videos. They can have your documentary in a
right,
flash drive, and you can sell that 10, 15, $20.
right, right. You're absolutely right. right. So yeah, like that's why Henry, independent artists ain't nobody in streaming.
Facts. Speak on it,
As an
dog.
independent
Facts.
artist, there ain't no money in streaming. If you want to make some money, you got to get out, do shows, and sell merch. You know what I'm saying? There is absolutely they 1,000 streams to get you a few cents. Hit that. Look, you know what I'm saying? So like stream, there's nothing to streaming besides your streaming. You need to be using the streaming services for promotion. Like yeah, you can listen to it over here, but if you really want to support me, go to my website and buy the album from there. When you catch me out in the streets, buy a t-shirt, like, a flash drive, something. If you really with it, you support the artist. That that's your favorite artist.
Right. Man, I'm going through your page right now, man. It said you was the winner of the Spring Fest music. You got the Spring Fest Music Award, man. What was that about?
It's it's my boy Dan's Nato down in Duval. He do the Spring Fest every year, and I actually did that competition. I did that 2 or 3 times. Um, the first time was a good outing and everything. It was during the COVID year though,
Yes,
so
sir.
it wasn't as popular as was normally a thing. Um, and I think it actually was the second time I went because the one other time when I was on straight to it, got a flat tire, and I'm talking about it ripped the whole tire off the car,
Oh my God.
and tire just peeled off. I don't know. That was so I ended up taking it back. Then when I did make it back, I so that was the thing, man. A lot of experience in that, good times, and it's really good people. I get inside of his skill. It's a good thing that I still talk to him and hit him up on from time to time to get like say that I actually do like kind of lean on when I'm looking at these things done or just trying to figure out which direction to go in with the motion or whatever I got going start, with the
Dude, that is huge, man. And one thing that you said that I was telling somebody, or I put on my story on IG, I put on my story about how like no matter if you feel like you cannot win the popularity contest in your city, when something is meant for you, it is meant for you. I don't care, what the devil trying to, throw your way, bro. If God say, hey, I need you to be at this place because you about to show this crowd XYZ. I need you to be XYZ, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to end up being at the right place at the right time, bro. And it's just going to happen for you, bro. Like you said, you might feel like, dang, how did I end up here? You know what I'm saying, bro? Because, bro, that you was destined, dog. Bro, like I've been peeping you, you know what I'm saying? But I never really got a chance to like really interact, you know what I'm saying, with you. But I am so thankful, dog. I'm just looking at I'm looking at your IG, right now, and I'm just like, man, you've been putting in work for years. You not just making this up. This ain't just no, oh, I just woke up this morning, I just made a song, and this is why I want y'all to hear my music. No, you done cultivated your sound, bro.
later on today's work.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, um, and to it, like say this was just out. It was fact that streaming services. It's that now that I've figured out who I am and what my sound is, now it's just figuring out it.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And the internet, social media, allows you to take your art and go directly to your fan base.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go to your fan base. You don't have to cater to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good idea to, but you don't. you don't want to. Like the example you brought up earlier, about LaRussell. LaRussell has taken the independent thing to a whole other level with the way that he's approached. You know what I'm saying? And all he's been doing is super serving his fan base. Like he found a few people like, and that's why you see groups like over time, like you see people like Wu Tang, stuff like that. Wu Tang Clan can go on and they ain't drop new music in God knows, but they can go on tour right now and sell out arenas and sell out, clubs, sell out whatever because they have a core fan base that's going to show up to see them every time. And if I can get 20, 25 people that'll come and spend $25, $30 at a show every time, I can make a living.
Yes, sir.
If I can get 100 people to come and spend 30, 40, $50 at a show every time I put on a show, it'll be okay. I have to be I don't have to be Kendrick, which I love Kendrick. I don't have to be Kendrick Lamar selling out arenas around. It's about trying to find your fan base and then super serve your fan base. If you can get them to show up for you, you'll be good.
Let me ask you this: why do you think artists have burnout? Why do you think if an artist don't see the return on investment? Why do you think they just give up? And if you can, if you got any advice for the artist who's thinking about giving up because they may not have seen any return on their investment, man, could you speak on that?
You don't get into a lot of state and it has nothing to do with the art. Like some of the dopest rappers, some of the dopest artists that I've met personally, you just got sick of the market of trying to I'm trying to get people to catch on and trying to get people, to understand and get out in there time or two in my life. But again, my passion just won't let me stop. It's just what I do. I've been doing this since I was a child, literally. And so like I think that's one of the biggest things. It's like, put a lot of money into this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We put a lot of money into this to not get anything back a lot of times. Like hell, if I had changed careers and focused on something else a long time ago, I'd probably be a millionaire. Just based on the money that I put into studio time, the money I put into producers, the money I put into um,
Videos.
merchandise, videos, all of that stuff. And it takes time to get a return on that. And some people never see a return on it. And as life goes on, you start having more responsibility. You start having things to do. You got house and kids, and you don't got the money to put into it, like especially if you're not seeing anything come back.
So that's huge, man. That's huge, man. And so basically, if you could just kind of give, maybe there's somebody right now, who's like, you know what, I want to quit, dog. I mean, do you just let them quit? Like if your homeboys hit you up, it'd be like, man, I want to quit, like a Marcus Matrix. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, man, I want to quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you just let them quit, or do you just kind of like say, hey, tough it out? What's your thoughts on that? You know what I'm saying? If you got people around you that's like, you know what, I'm about to quit, bro. Like, what do you do in that situation?
It's a time where people just you understand, to evaluate your before you
Mm,
decide before you let's reevaluate your approach. What is happening that's that like is it because you're not seeing anything back on it? Or is it because, like let's just see if there's other options, other ways to attack. You
wow.
know what I'm saying? Like if it comes down to it, when looking at it, for instance, looking at what they got going on, and they like, it's not the best. It's not the best for me right now. Like right now doesn't mean ever. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes,
like
sir.
you may need to stop for a year or 2 years, get that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta fall back and get things in order so that you can continue on the path that you on.
Wow.
This ain't always linear. It's never linear. Let's be real. The path is never A to B. You got A, and then you got B over there, but you probably gonna have to do 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A.
Sheesh. Yes,
Just
sir.
kind of turn it off, and schools pop up, and got a detour. It's like, yeah, normally I can just take this straight road, but now I got to turn and go around because a tree fell in the middle of the road, and it ain't no way to get around it except by going around
Mm.
and going around. So I said, you just gotta evaluate the situation. You know what I'm saying? For some people, sometimes it may be the best thing for them to quit. I've seen that happen. I've seen music to pursue I've seen people leave recording and being an artist to focus on just writing or just producing, and stuff like that, and find success.
Wow.
So again, it's just sometimes you just gotta reevaluate things. And it sucks sometimes, especially if it's something that you love. Like I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want to just put it down, but you never know. Like the success that you're looking for could be in walking away and finding not walking away, but finding another way to get where you want it to be.
Man, I never heard that, bro. Like the reevaluate, the options, bro. I just want to say thank you for shedding some gems on that, bro. Like that's really gonna stick with me. Like I never really had like a thought of like, man, let me tell a person just to reevaluate what they're doing. Like, okay, what did you do in the last 30 days? Like, what do you want to change within the next 30 days? What are some of the goals that you want to set? What are some of the metrics that you want to hit in 30 days? Realistic metrics. Okay, let's say, hey, can we get one person to buy your song a day? You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if you can't get it, do it yourself. Can you offload that duty to someone else that who may have a little bit more time? Do you got a niece or a nephew who's actively on social media? Have them push your album, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, I never thought of it in that way. Let's reevaluate this. Hey, don't just quit your job just yet. You know what I'm saying? Reevaluate it first. And that means your real job or you know what I'm saying, the studio. Just reevaluate it. Matter of fact, Ty Watcher, that's the word of the day, bro. Reevaluate is the word of the day, bro. Yes, sir.
And that's talk your definitions. Right, because if you don't find what success means for you, then we was talking in specific projects, like it was a song release that just a long I was just released, a single I was just released. It's like, well, let's decide what success for this single looks like. Because if you don't define it, how do you know if you reach your mark?
You telling me some gems right now. Hey, I'm gonna have to Ty watching my phone is at 1%. So versus the phone just hanging up. This is what I would love to do, and I know you're on the road, so definitely safe travels. This is called the pass the mic moment, bro. So what I'm gonna do, I want you to spell out if you can, man. While you driving, spell out your Instagram handle, but also take like 2 minutes to just give the world a little bit more about you and just some positive things you want to say to the world, man, for 2 minutes. So if you can, drop your social media handle and just spend like at least like 2 minutes, man, telling the world a little bit about you and like, something positive.
For sure. Right? Team, viewing teams. Most, listen to that. Anything else I can say at the moment is too much to say. There's in the studio charts week. So I think the best thing for me to say at this moment is just take a second and reevaluate where you at, make sure it's where you want to be, and see if there's something that you need to change and that you can change to help further your mission, your goal, and stick to the plan. That's really all that I can really say right now. Stick to the plan. And don't be afraid of when. Don't be afraid of adversity. Don't be afraid of when things pop up in the way. You got to take that as a challenge. So that's where you grow. You're not going to grow if everything's just laid out for you. It's too easy. It's boring, right? see, see, it's where you grow. You got to learn.
Well, y'all heard it here first, man. You was live with Ty Watcher and Montarius, Monty, or TC, as y'all may know me. It was a pleasure speaking with you, Ty Watcher. I look forward to that 1 hour interview, man, so they could get a little bit more in depth of who you are. And thank you. And once again, y'all, the word of the day is reevaluate. Let's get it. Let's go. You too.